Doctors are literally losing referrals they're not aware of because of a crazy review online or an old address still listed. So we want to make sure that anyone that gets referred to Dr. Jones, when they look him up, everything looks great and they're going to come see Dr. Jones.
Welcome to the Regenerative Warrior Podcast, Doctor's Edition, one of the fastest growing regenerative medicine and anti-aging podcasts in the world. Each and every Tuesday and Thursday, I talk to the top experts to show doctors how to market, manage, and magnify their practice to help more people and make more money. Each episode is short and to the point without wasting your time with pointless conversation. Learn the skills to be successful without traveling to seminars or paying for expensive consulting fees. Are you ready? Because I am. I'm Dr. Ross Carter, and it's time to start the Regenerative Warrior Podcast now.
My name is David Staub. I'm the head of strategy and head of field sales for a company that manages online reputations of doctors of all fields.
The people that are listening to this are regenerative doctors or doctors in that type of field. Tell them what they typically are missing when it comes to online advertising and marketing.
We've had a huge impact in this space, and it's been incredibly exciting. There's two main areas that they're missing out on. One, when you become a doctor, you're put into about 70 business directories, 13 major healthcare sites. Now, 80% of referrals are researching the doctor before they come in. The problem in this space that we've been we bring in a ton of value to our doctors in, if you look the doctors up, they're showing up as what they used to do. There's nothing about stem cell. There's nothing about PRP. I'm working with rheumatologists to internists to OB-GYNs that are trying to get that information out there. So we've worked to create one master profile and made all the relationships with Healthgrades, Yelp, Google, Vitals. So it's one simple platform that can clean up all the old information, give it new information. And the second part are reviews. You can have 1,000 happy patients, and the two that are crazy will go online and leave a negative review. And you can ask a ton of your happy patients to go leave a review. They never do it. So we've developed software that sits into a laptop in their office that is proprietarily connected to all the major healthcare sites. So then we train the staff on best practices of how to ask for reviews. They can finally giving their happy patients a voice. So now instead of just the negative people leaving negative reviews, we can have a staff member, a person who just had a life-changing experience, can leave a review in the office, and that review will get sent out to the largest healthcare network on the internet.
What would you say to a doctor that's starting out or trying to get known in a community and they're just starting out in regenerative medicine or anti-aging? How do they start a presence online? What would you suggest?
So you want to make sure that you're very discoverable, first of all. If you move into an area, people are using the internet. They're going to Google. They're typing in terms. You want to first contact all of the healthcare sites that you're a part of. When you become a doctor, you're put into Healthgrades, Vitals, Wellness, Yelp. These are some of the biggest ones. Contact them directly and update your information. Google is constantly scanning these sites for accurate information. Update your information with exactly what your specialty is, what you're trying to get into. Put a nice biography. Put a nice photo up there. These patients like to see that stuff. And the doctors that do that first are the ones that are going to get chosen. If you go to Healthgrades, which shows up on the first page of Google when you search for doctors, if you see one profile of a guy with a photo with all of his stuff listed and another profile where there's just completely blank, which one are you going to choose?
Of course, the one
with the photo.
Yeah.
So take some basic steps, look up the healthcare sites that you get put on as a doctor, and start just updating that stuff. Put some nice photos up there, put some content about your biography. Patients are doing a lot more research nowadays, and they like to see personal things about the doctor and why they should choose this doctor over another, and put a photo up. Literally, is something as simple as putting a photo up, you're 8 times more likely to be chosen.
Excellent. That's one great tip.
Yeah.
Do you have any other great tips?
You want to be commendable also. You want to have good reviews out there. The review game is here to stay, and it's just getting more and more important. Doctors are actually losing referrals because there's some crazy patient online from 10 years ago that left them a negative review. So just urge your patients to, hey, if you had a great experience, would you mind leaving me a review on Google? It's a really simple process, or Healthgrades. Any one of these sites that's going to benefit you. But your happy patients that really had a great experience, or anyone that you're close with, ask them to go leave a review on your Google page. That's going to help you get chosen as well.
And how do you typically ask a patient for a review like that?
So just in a really simple, non-biased way. I mean, hey, how was your experience? And if they're like, oh, I had a wonderful experience, I'm like, I'm very glad that you had a great experience. Would you mind going to leave me a review? Here's a link to my Google page, and maybe text them a link to your Google page. You want to make it easy for the patient too. We've found that if it's a lot of work, they're not going to do it. So make it really easy. Send them a link, email them a link to your Google page, or text them a link to your Google page.
Hi, sorry for the interruption. This is Dr. Ross Carter. Frequently, I get asked, who are the best companies for stem cell products, exosomes, marketing, consulting, and other products and services mentioned on this podcast? The mission of this podcast is really to provide free education for doctors in regenerative medicine and anti-aging. And after extensive research and negotiation, we've worked out special pricing for all of our listeners. And I put this together in one place. To learn more, just call us at 866-9-WARRIOR. Again, that number is 866-9-WARRIOR or 866-992-7746. Back to the program.
You want it to be convenient. Humans by nature, we tend to procrastinate. Here's the mistake most doctors make. They'll say, when you get home, leave me a review. Or when you get home, whatever. You want them to do it on the spot. Ask them, hey, can you leave me a review right now? Also, you want to make it convenient for them to make an appointment with you too. That's what you really want to do, because most people are searching at night. They're searching early in the morning. They're really down the tunnel, especially in stem cell. They're doing their research. Well, no one's going to call an office at 11 or 12 p.m. So make it really easy for them to request an appointment, just some kind of funnel where it traps that information and sends it to your staff so you're able to capture that patient.
Now, do you recommend actually having them schedule online or have it where the staff calls the next day?
So, again, this is just my personal opinion. I worked at ZocDoc for years, which they're a big time scheduling service. I would highly recommend the staff reaching out to them and vetting each of the patients, because I've been consulting with doctors for 10 years now. And a lot of times you never know who's making an appointment online, and you don't want them. That spot is valuable. That is a lot of money for that doctor. So you want to make sure the staff is reaching out and vetting each one of these appointment requests.
Tell me a little bit about your company.
So we were founded in 2012 with the idea that we wanted to just really serve doctors and help them get the best possible reputation everywhere online, because it's tough being a doctor nowadays. I mean, most people leaving reviews are unhappy. There's all this information. Doctors are, they go through medical school. They don't go to business school, so they don't know anything about online marketing. So we can become a facilitator between the doctor and all of the healthcare sites and really just save them a bunch of time.
What is your focus when you're working with a doctor? What exactly are you going to look for, and what are you going to help them with?
The first thing we do is an analysis of their current reputation. We have a tool it's pretty sweet. It's a little tool where we plug the doctor's information in, and it pulls everything that's on the internet into one simple place, so we can scan through. We look for if there's inaccurate information online, old addresses, how their reviews are doing, do a good thorough analysis, and from there we can best consult with them on, first off, I always personally give them free tips they can do just to simply go out and help themselves out a little bit, because most doctors are all in different places, in their career. And then from there, we have really powerful services to help with reviews and cleaning up their old information.
How do you separate yourselves from your competitor?
The partnerships. We've spent literally millions and years developing incredibly powerful partnerships.
Does your company do marketing, or what is it that you're doing for the doctor exactly?
Sure, it's online reputation management.
Reputation
Yep,
management.
absolutely.
Okay. Gotcha. And the reputation is pretty critical online, right?
Yeah, over 80% of referrals now are researching the doctor before they come in. So there's this phenomenon that I personally speak about at multiple conferences called referral leakage.
What is that?
Doctors are literally losing referrals they're not aware of because of a crazy review online or an old address still listed. So we want to make sure that anyone that gets referred to Dr. Jones, when they look him up, everything looks great and they're going to come see Dr. Jones.
And so you go in and make sure that everything is talking about that specific doctor in a positive light.
Absolutely, yeah.
If you're working with reputation, let's say a doctor has a negative review. What do you suggest that the doctor do?
No, that's a great question. I get that question probably every single time I'm up in front of people. And, and again, I want to make it clear, I'm not saying this is the number one way to go about it. I'm just telling you what's happened in my experience with doctors. Don't stress over it. You're bound to have it happen. Very rarely can we remove it unless there's like cursing or discrimination. We can't remove it. Your best bet's just to drown it out with good reviews. Have something in place that's going to help you generate positive reviews and drown it out. It's not worth your emotional stress. It's not worth your time. Let it go. And you know what? Some negative reviews can give credibility to your reputation out there. I have doctors that have 80 or 90 reviews and 5 negative ones, and they have a 4.7 out of 5. It's credible. It's okay. It's bound to happen. Don't let it stress you out too much. But my opinion is just to drown it out, not respond directly to it.
When a doctor signs up with you, how much work is involved by the doctor to work with?
That's one of the best things about it. These doctors are busy, especially in regenerative. I mean, there's so much going on. I personally love regenerative because they're so entrepreneurial. There's hardly any work. It's a 20 to 30 minute interview, and then we take it from there. We go clean everything up. We do some staff training for the review hub, and then every month they get a fully detailed report of how everything's going online.
What can they expect? I mean, what's the time frame, and what are they looking to achieve?
No, that's a great question too. So with most companies, it takes 6, 7, 8 months before you see anything. After just 30 days with our service, we show you a before and after analysis of what we've already cleaned up. Same thing at 60, same thing at 90. After 90 days, we'll have you over 90% optimized throughout the internet. And then moving forward, any kind of changes you need to make to your web presence, you have one company to call.
Is this for a period of time that you work with the company? How does that work?
There's not really a period. It's just a monthly subscription.
So if it's, for whatever reason you want to leave, then you can. You're not locked into a contract.
Correct.
Well, that's a really nice benefit.
For sure.
Especially when you're working with online marketing. If you're stuck to some contract and, you're not getting what you want.
Right, exactly.
That's all the time we have. If you're looking for the best companies for stem cell products, exosomes, marketing, consulting, or other products and services, please call us at 866-9-WARRIOR for the best options. Mention this podcast for special pricing and offers. That's 866-9-WARRIOR or 866-992-7746. Also, you can click the subscribe button below to be notified of all new episodes, and please like and share this podcast with others. If you found value in this episode, please comment and review. That'll help this podcast grow. If you'd like to learn more about this or any other speaker, click on the show notes or visit us at regenerativewarrior.com. If you'd like to be a guest on our show, we'd love to have you. Just go to our website and click the application link. You can contact me at Dr. Ross Carter at regenerativewarrior.com with show ideas, or if you'd like me to present at your event. Until next time, this is Dr. Ross Carter, signing off.